Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and that's a 70 Chevelle with a 454 under the hood, and she is beautiful, man. Look at the paint job on this thing, slick as can be. I always look at the stripe job, and the stripes on this thing are straight as an arrow, sharp as a knife, man, just beautiful. We got nice gaps on the hood also. Everything's lining up nice. You see all the hardware around the headlights looking good. All the chrome on the bumper and then the grill all looking sweet. Absolutely beautiful car here. You see that body line going down the fender and the hood there, also looking sweet. As you look down the side of the car, she's looking beautiful. It's got the SS396 wheels wrapped with some BFGs. Got the body lines here on the door also lining up. All the stainless looking sweet. This is looking nice. Check out the interior too. My favorite color on a muscle car, black interior. Door panels looking good. It's got the stock steering wheel in there. We got a nice center console with the staple shifter. We got great looking upholstery on the seats. We got 3 seat belts in the back so you can strap 3 little butts in the back and have some fun. We got nice looking headliner there. We got shoulder belts. The dome lights working. All the finishes on the dash also look sweet. We got a 2-pack of gauges underneath the dash there for accuracy to keep track of that temperature and that oil pressure. Just everything about this car is sweet as can be. You can see the door jambs looking good. She is a beauty. That big long quarter panel, the paintwork is nice and straight. We got great looking chrome on the back bumper. And again, on these stripes, I always check out to see how nice and neat and tiny all the corners are. See how sharp those corners are? Man, they did a beautiful job on this thing. All right, inside the trunk here, we've got a service manual, but it's for a 1972. I don't know how many things will be the same, but it'll be right here on top of the spare tire. Looks like the jack's in there. We got a little bit of stereo equipment in here. You can see the backs of the quarters are nicely finished. Those wheel wells are also nicely finished. Looks like there's a speaker or subwoofer or something there also. We got nice looking paint on the whole gutter system here. You can see the paintwork on the bottom side of the deck lid's looking good. Bottom side of the edge of the deck lid also looking good. That latch was out and looks like it was restored. As you look down the passenger side, you can see the paintwork there also straight as an arrow. You can see the doors fitting real nice there also. Just love the stance on the car. That door gap also looking sweet. One up front here also matching up nice. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we don't do consignment whatsoever. That means we own this car, so you know we did our homework and checked it out before we bought it. You can call Tom anytime and he can tell you anything you need to know about this 70 Chevelle. All right, 70 Chevelle time, baby. Big block under the hood. She is ready to rock and roll, guys. As all of you know, these 70 Chevelle is probably one of the most popular muscle cars on the planet. She's sounding good and driving good and looking good, man. Love the red paint, the black racing stripes. Sounding amazing. I tell you, the exhaust system on this thing just sounds cool as can be. Now we're going to put it up in the air and we're going to check out exactly what it looks like on the bottom too. So we'll be able to check out what those mufflers actually are. She is sounding sweet, man. Absolutely love it. So give us a call anytime. Tom's answering questions, taking names. And if you don't get a hold of him on the first time you call, don't ever hesitate to call back. But I almost guarantee you that man will call you back. He's answering his phone 24/7 practically. He's always taking calls. These 70 Chevelles are also going quick, guys. As I said, you see that lady right there cranking her head around to check this baby out. Now you can see down here on the dash, everything's looking sweet down here too. Looks like my tach's working, my speedo's working. The faces of the gauges are all looking good. Now we do have a 2-pack of gauges underneath the dash there too. It's giving us our oil pressure and our water temperature, because it's just got the idiot lights, we call them. Does look like it's got the upgraded radio in it. Car does have air conditioning. Just looking and driving amazing. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we can ship this baby anywhere in the world. So you just call Tom, he'll tell you how easy that process is. And don't forget, we're one of the only dealerships on the planet that show you the bottom side of every one of our cars. So stick with us in the video. We're going to head back to the shop right now. We're going to put this baby up on the lift and check out what's going on the bottom side. Just like your house, you need a good foundation. It's the first thing I do to every car. I don't care what the top looks like or what it looks like under the hood. You got to check out the suspension first, baby. Check out the floorboards, the frames, the whole 9 yards. So stick with us. We're coming up on Junction Street right now. This is our secondary location. We're going to put this baby up in the air so you can check it out. All right, we're underneath the Chevelle now, and man, it is pretty under here. You can see it's got a brand new tank in it. You can see the trunk floor has been painted with like a bed liner material. You can also see that the exhaust is all brand new. It looks like it's been jet coated also. It looks like it's mandrel bent too. When I say mandrel bent, a lot of times the crush benders will put a big old wrinkle in the pipe. These are looking sweet. 12-bolt rear end here. It is a posi. It looks like those shocks are new. It looks like we got the drum brakes on the back there also. We got 373 gear in that rear end also. Everything under here looking sweet. We've got the reinforced lower control arms. The bushings look like they were done recently. They don't look brand new, but they're definitely been done recently. We've got jet coating on the pipes up here too, looking sweet. We've got a fuel filter here in the line, so we got a brand new fuel line running front to back here. That's looking sweet. These floorboards up here are also coated with that same bed liner material. Be able to keep it real nice and clean under here. Turbo 400 trans, 3-speed automatic for those of you who don't know that. It's similar to what would have came in the car originally. We've got 3/4 length headers on the car. They look like they're also jet coated. Lower control arms have been cleaned up and painted. We got disc brakes up front. Sway bar up front here also. Bottom side of the motor's nice and clean. Everything just looking nice and pretty under here. Front bumper definitely looks like it's a replated unit. I can see some pencil writing on the back, some grease pencil. Looks like fairly new BFGs also. We got the SS396 wheels. 215 7015s up front. I always look at the rocker on every car. Also look at the bottom side of the front fender. That is solid as a rock. You can see the pinch weld, also solid as a rock. Bottom side of the rocker's nice and clean. It's just pretty. Now out back, I expect to see some extra rubber on the ground because that's where the horsepower meets it, and I do have extra rubber. We got 245 6015s. Again, SS396 wheels, and they look like they're brand new, the center caps and the trim rings. The wheel lip molding also is nice, and back here on the quarter here, you can see all that's all nicely painted, looking sweet. Guys, we're gonna lower this thing down right now and take a look at that 454. All right, under the hood here, we do have a 454 block under here. Now, I verified that by the casting number that's behind the driver's side head. That casting number tells us that it was born a 454. We do have a Performer RPM aluminum Edelbrock intake on there. Sitting on top of that is a quadrajet carburetor, which would have been similar to what would have came on the car back in the day. AC compressors similar to what would have come on the car back in the day. We do have power brakes. You can see those headers down in there also. Everything under here nice and clean, nice and neat. You see that AC box where the evaporator is all nice. You can see the fiberglass there. A lot of times those are all gooped up. All the aluminum's looking good under the hood here. We got a top on the Delco battery here, make it look like the old school battery, which is very cool. Inner wheelhouses are nicely painted. All the wiring is nice and neat. All the hoses are nice and neat. Looks like they've used the old school clamps on them like they did back in the day. Bottom of the hood's nicely painted with the chassis black. We also have the fiberglass on the bottom side of the hood. I mean, everything about this thing, even the paintwork coming down inside the engine compartment here, looking sweet. Now guys, this is one beautiful Chevelle, probably one of the most popular cars that we sell here at Vanguard. So call Tom anytime at 248-974-9513 and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.